Welcome to our channel today. A new console generation has just started, meaning that your list of the best current gen consoles to pick from is ever growing. All of the new consoles have great graphics, powerful specs, and plenty of games to play, though they are relatively few exclusives at launch. The three big dogs are Sony with the PlayStation 5, Microsoft with the Xbox Series X, and Nintendo with the Switch. All three consoles fit into their own special niches, with the PS5 having an advantage in exclusives at launch, the Series X being graphically powerfully potent on paper, and the Nintendo Switch being the ideal portable device. You wouldn't be remiss in owning all three of them, though most people will be picking between the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. In our humble opinion, everyone should buy a Nintendo Switch. It's the best choice for the gamer on the go. If you're not much of a console gamer, you may be more interested in our list of the best gaming PCs. For all others, read on to see our take on the best current gaming consoles to buy. Before you continue, please click on the subscribe button below and click the bell icon to be notified when we make a new video for you. Number 10 is the Sony PlayStation 5. Sony's PlayStation 5 represents a significant boost in visual quality over its predecessors, with more than 5 times the graphical output of the original PlayStation 4 and more than double that of the half-step PS4 Pro revision. The result is smooth, crisp, and ultra-detailed game worlds delivered in native 4K resolution at up to 120 frames per second on supported screens, with 8K content compatibility coming in the future. It also provides much smoother play experience thanks to its speedy SSD storage, which dramatically cuts down on load times. Beyond the power boost, the new DualSense controller is an exciting innovation, packing in precise haptic feedback and adaptive, resistance-providing trigger buttons for a more immersive play experience. The PS5, which is available with or without a disc drive, also has a solid array of launch games, including excellent exclusives like Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Demon's Souls. The rival Xbox Series X is a bit more powerful on paper and sports a more compact, entertainment center-friendly design, along with other perks, but the PlayStation 5 provides more early reasons to invest in new hardware during these early days. Number 9 is Nintendo Switch. Upon its first reveal, the Nintendo Switch marketed itself as a mobile gaming system that not only could be played at home on your television, but also carried around and playable wherever you go. Nintendo's innovative console makes playing on the go easy and comes with a disassembling controller with split-screen options so you can play with friends. The Nintendo Switch has 50 third-party publishers in partnership for developing its future games. Hits like Mario Kart 8, The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and Mario Odyssey have given it a strong lineup. The Switch makes for a great system for parties with its mobile snap-off Joy-Con controllers. Once out of its docking station, it acts like a tablet with its own dedicated screen that can be shared with others through split-screen multiplayer games. Number 8 is Microsoft Xbox Series X. The Xbox Series X is the most powerful home console ever created, powering up to 12 teraflops of graphical performance for hyper-detailed native 4K games at up to 120 frames per second on supported screens. Just as impressively, the super-fast custom SSD enables rapid loading of games and lets you swap between open games in mere seconds thanks to the unique Quick Resume feature. Microsoft's console is compatible with a wide array of past Xbox One, Xbox 360, and original Xbox games, but is currently lacking any big, new exclusives to truly warrant the $499 asking price. It's impressive hardware with a lot of potential ahead, although it could be well into 2021 before we start to see games that really make the most of this power-packed new Xbox. Number 7 is Microsoft Xbox Series S. If you have to pick just one gaming console from this list, the Xbox Series S is likely to be the most lucrative option for most people. It's a good low-cost alternative to the Series X, bringing much of the same experience to the table, albeit with some limits. The console can tackle 1440p gaming at 60 FPS or 120 FPS, but not 4K. Storage is a bit limited with 512 gigabytes, but you can expand it with the expansion card. The real value of the console comes from its ability to play all the same games as the Xbox Series X. It's also backwards compatible, giving you a wide range of games to play. The most cost-effective feature might be that you can use the Series S with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, giving you access to a large library of games for a monthly fee. Number 6 is Nintendo Switch Lite. The Nintendo Switch Lite is a cheaper, more portable option for gamers who want to experience all the best Nintendo titles on a budget. It ditches the dock and Joy-Con from the Nintendo's original Switch, establishing itself as a handheld-only device, and comes in multiple colors that pop, like bright turquoise or banana yellow. At 2/3 the price of a standard Nintendo Switch, there's a much lower barrier to entry, but it does come with a few sacrifices. Most notably, the Switch Lite doesn't dock to a television, meaning you can only play games in handheld mode. Along with the lack of a built-in kickstand that severely limits local multiplayer, but there are a handful of improvements over the OG Switch as well. The form factor feels better in the hands, and the smaller size makes it easier to take with you on the go. There's a real directional pad that works better than the OG Switch's directional buttons, especially for platformers or fighting games. These upgrades make the Switch Lite perfect for anyone who plays exclusively in handheld mode who's looking for a better option on the go. Number 5 is Google Stadia. Google's gaming experiment technically isn't a console. It's an online streaming service designed to let you play games anywhere on any device. If you have a strong enough internet connection, you can stream games like Destiny 2 straight to your phone, PC, smart TV, or Chromecast. For players with weaker internet, there are options to turn down the graphical fidelity to boost the performance. In addition to multi-platform third-party games, Google has opened its own development studio to create Google Stadia exclusives. With many other companies venturing into cloud-based gameplay, Stadia's premise is an interesting concept for players wondering what gaming could look like in the future. Hardware-wise, Google created the Stadia-specific controller that can connect directly to Wi-Fi to reduce latency. Number 4 is Nintendo Super NES Classic. When news dropped that Nintendo would be re-releasing updated classics of its former consoles like the NES and Super NES Classic, gamers rejoiced. The Super NES Classic resurrects the glorious gaming era of the 1990s with 21 different games, including Star Fox 2. With the original look and feel of the 16-bit home console, only smaller, the Super NES Classic acts as a sort of timepiece for when gaming was reaching its peaks. Some of the best two-player games of its era are included and ready to play, such as Super Mario Kart and Street Fighter II Turbo. Number 3 is Amazon Luna. Amazon Luna is a game streaming platform, not a traditional console, but it serves the same basic purpose as a console. This streaming service is essentially Netflix for video games, in that it provides you with access to a library of games that you can play whenever you want with no additional charges on your computer, phone, Fire TV device, or even directly on your television. Unlike consoles that have a large initial purchase price, Luna doesn't have any physical hardware to purchase. The way it works is that you pay a low monthly fee and you gain access to a library of games. Number 2 is ASUS ROG Phone 2. That's right, this is a phone that's also a gaming console. The value is in the specs, like the fact that the ROG 2 comes with an octa-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 Plus processor. Ultimately, it can reach up to just shy of 3 GHz processing power, meaning this phone can play some games better than even some mid-level gaming rigs on a budget. But there's lots of other hardware that makes this gaming phone worth your time. For instance, it comes with a whopping 12 gigs of LPDDR4X RAM packed into a chassis so small that it can still fit in most pockets. All that RAM ensures fast response times and rapid loading of modern games. The included 1 TB of storage means you can have multiple games installed at the same time, too. Number 1 is Apple iPad Pro 11. If you're in the mood for a mobile gaming platform, the Apple iPad Pro 11 might be a great pick for many of your favorite games. For starters, it features an 11-inch Liquid Retina display, which provides higher levels of pixels per inch compared to other LCDs. This means that individual pixels simply can't be viewed by your naked eye. In other words, games look great on this device's screen. Other technical upgrades, like ProMotion and True Tone additions, make the display truly captivating, capable of projecting a wide variety of color and detail no matter what you want to play or view. It's also exceptionally bright, though it can be turned down for eye comfort when necessary. We hope you enjoyed our video today. Comment down below about your favorite part. Also, why not hit the like button? And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when we post a new video.